Welcome, Sagittarius, to your energy reading for what you need to hear right now. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything does connect, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe, I'd really appreciate the support. It really helps me out a lot. So thank you for that. And of course, we'd love to have you a part of the channel. So welcome in. Hope you are doing well. And let's just see where we go. I'm going to start out with a few oracle messages with my rune deck here for the overall energy. And then I will move into the tarot for deeper messages for what is going on for you at this time. So let's see where we go for Sagittarius. What do we need to talk about, Spirit? What is going on in the overall energy for now? Okay, so we have two things. Wow, okay, this came up in Scorpio's reading. So if you have Scorpio in your chart, check it out. But you have Tiwaz here, which is talking about justice, victory, honor, sacrifice. This is Tyr, the god of war. This reminds me of Aries energy, Mars energy, but it also reminds me of your energy too, Sagittarius, because your symbol is very similar to this arrow here. Of course, you are represented by the bow and arrow as well, the centaur with the bow and arrow, half man, half horse. But then you also have algaes. This is talking about protection, shield, spiritual spiritual connection or enlightenment that could apply, higher self, and this is represented by the elk. So I really love this energy because it's like a strong, empowering type of energy. It's like feeling on top of the world and feeling like you're getting your spark back. This could be like glow up energy as well. This is very similar to the message that was coming up in Scorpio's reading. But I'm also noticing too, it's very interesting how this arrow and this is kind of similar, like the point is almost flipped upside down. So there's something about like this balance in between like your power and how you're putting it out there, but also how you're receiving. I know it's kind of weird, but it just kind of gives me this energy of like outgoing and incoming, like this cyclical energy of like this like empowerment or this transmutation or this alchemy or this channeling even. I don't know if some of you are into like channeling or something like that. Some of you could be into some sort of spiritual being. You could be a spiritual guide or be working towards that or being called to it, or there's something about like spiritual justice also coming through. Justice to me also makes me feel like Libra energy, because we do have a justice card in the tarot. We'll see if it comes out or not, but that is represented by Libra as well, where there is this balance and harmony after something that was out of balance or that was not right. And that's why I'm getting this energy of like getting your power back after a certain situation where maybe there was a lot of energy that was taken from you, or that you had to put out in some sort of situation, person, place, thing, whatever it is. And now it's like a time of getting your power back, or like something about also spiritual practices is coming through, like meditation, working on your mindset, working on maybe you're working on your body, like your physical appearance, maybe eating healthier, sleeping better, just like certain daily habits and routines that can really benefit you, that can be beneficial. I was trying to say two things at once, that can be very beneficial to you, in order to have a more like balanced flow of energy. I hope that's making sense, but I definitely feel that you are divinely guided and protected around this time. And so if there's ever anything about like, especially with this Tyr god, I think that's how you say it, Tyr, god of war. It's like not really having to go to battle or anything. It's like, through anything that has been challenging or been like, how should I say, like attacking towards you. And if a person or people have been attacking you, it's like you've been able to rise above with grace and beauty. And granted, like sometimes you got to stand up for yourself and, pull out that sword and do what you got to do to keep yourself safe. But it's not like using fire just to burn. It's like because fire, similar with fire, the element of fire, it can be used as a benefit. It can be helpful, purifying, cleansing, warming, and illuminating, things like that. But it can also be burning and destructive and painful and hurtful depending on how you're using it. So it's just, maybe that's another message for some of you. Just be mindful of like not stooping to other low levels of energy unnecessarily, because sometimes people want to get a rise out of you. So if you've been, especially during Leo season, I feel like you have been for sure in your element, so it's been easy for you, but and empowering as well. But I will say it can sometimes bring that intensity type of energy. So just be mindful. But I feel like for the most part, I just get a strong energy of really implementing your spiritual practices or your spiritual wisdom when it comes to like how you're expressing yourself or how you're standing up for yourself and things like that. Hopefully that makes sense. But let's see where we go in the tarot and see in further detail what's going on for Sagittarius around this time. So Six of Pentacles is interesting because this person is holding the scales, which the scales is represented or is representing Libra energy. So again, you could have Libra in your chart, be dealing with one. This is Earth energy with the Six of Pentacles though. So we are about to go into Virgo season. Virgo is the sixth sign of the zodiac, rules the sixth house, and is an earth sign as well. We are about to step into Virgo season in a few days. You're probably going to be watching this during Virgo season, but I really love this card because it is, again, this balance, this victory, this justice of you getting back your power, but also getting back in other ways. Like, it could be resources like a windfall of money, getting support and aid from others, not just monetarily, but, and mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, things like that. It's like either you're going to be somebody that can help others, or there's going to be somebody or a situation that can really help and give back to you, bringing about this stability and security and balance in your life. So I really like that energy. Let's see what else wants to come up here. Yeah, so this is the King of Wands, almost a King of Swords. So again, there's something here about your communication and how you're expressing yourself, because you do have this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. The King of Wands is someone who is a visionary, who is very creative, passionate, expressive, but it also can talk about maybe more on the like shadow side of like frustration, anger, aggression, and intensity, things like that. So and I will say like impatience as well. So if there has been any type of like frustration, impatience, it's just, what I see in my mind's eye is the Strength card. The Strength card is ruled by Leo as well, which we again have been in Leo season. But there's just something here about the intensity of the power that you are wielding, that you have inside of you, and being able to have the strength and courage to tame that firepower within yourself, so that it is beneficial to you and helpful for you and empowering to you, and not something that's going to hurt you or hurt others. And again, I'm not saying that that's an intention to like be negative or be on the more pessimistic or aggressive side. But, we all have that, regardless of what sign you are. Sometimes, shit happens and we get pissed off, or we're getting impatient, or it's just like, especially when we have a strong desire in order to be able to accomplish something, overcome something, or even when we're feeling like protective of ourselves, especially with both of these energies of Tiwaz and Algiz. It's like standing up in your power for protection to shield yourself from any type of attacks that could have come through. Yeah, the Five of Wands at the bottom of the deck too. So more fire energy of conflict, challenges, disagreements. And again, this could be one person, this could be multiple people that this has to do with, but it also can have to do with your own inner being, like being frustrated with yourself, or being conflicted with yourself, or not really sure like what you believe or what it is that you're wanting, or it's like maybe you're trying a lot of trying to move towards or implement different ideas, and they just don't, they're either like in conflict with one another, or they're just like not working in the way that you had hoped. And so, when the King of Wands is having challenge, it's actually this way, but okay, I'm burping now. So this is a sign for me, Sagittarius. If you haven't seen me before as an empath reader, I get physical stuff, which are just messages, believe it or don't. But there's something about being able to express your perspective, your vision, your opinions, expressing your emotions, even in a calm, cool, and collected way. That's why I was getting the strength card in my mind, because I just feel like while there may be obstacles or triggers or things that come up that like may tick you off in some kind of way, it's not just jumping to fighting fire with fire. You're able to have this reserve and have this honor to be able to take the higher road, turn the other cheek, and use your spiritual wisdom and guidance to transmute that shit. Like you're not taking it to heart, or there's something about with the burping here needing to heal if you are being triggered in any type of way. So if there are things that are coming up around this time, I feel like that's again why you have the Six of Pentacles coming up and the overall energy, which talks about balancing your mind, body, and soul. And especially with this Virgo season we're about to step into, it's like really taking care of yourself, having that quality self-care. I don't know if I said this to you or Scorpio. I'm feeling like they're blending together a little bit. So again, check out the Scorpio reading if you're dealing with one or have that in your chart. But something about daily habits and routines that are going to be more stabilizing, and again, like something with your spiritual practices, where you are able to be more in alignment and be more clear in your energy, so that if anything does come up, how to like Matrix Neo, that's shit, or whatever, however you want to say it. But it's just kind of like dodging a lot of bullets that, that may be coming at you, or that you've had to deal with. So something like that. But just trust that, you got the power. I'm getting like Power Rangers energy in my mind. So it's like that song, I've got the power, kind of energy. So it's just like rise above and choose love and choose compassion, which I feel like is something that you already do, but and sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on the type of people that you're coming across or dealing with. But choosing the higher road is always the best route. Because it's just, you don't want to lower your standards or morals or lower your energy even more by choosing to fight unnecessary battles. But of course, using your discernment, you'll know when it's time to stand up and when it's time to just sit down and not worry about it. And it doesn't mean just because you sit down that you've lost. It's actually, a greater win when you are able to choose a better path for yourself and others, because that just shows maturity and spiritual wisdom. So we have the Seven of Pentacles in the incoming energy. So there are some things that I feel that you have, again, this energy of like, maybe there have been things you've been trying to work towards, build, create, establish in some type of way. This could be having to do with your finances, resources. It could also have to do with your health. But we have the Six of Pentacles now and the Seven of Pentacles. So there is a progression, whatever it is that you're working on around this time, whether it's your spirituality, whether it's your health, whether it's your finances, whether it's relationships, it doesn't matter. The point is that you are doing that work to take care of yourself first and foremost. And then when you are in that aligned energy, then you are able to, in a quality, high vibrational way, invest in the things that are going to be worth your time and energy. But you also are able to have clear discernment of what is giving back to you and what isn't. Having this clear discernment of like who's for you and who's not for you, or what whatever it is. Who, what, where, I guess is a few things to say, but because I was about to say who, what, when, where, how, but that fully doesn't apply. But you get what I'm trying to say. It's just like whatever it is that you are contemplating around this time of trying to, or taking stock or having some sort of review of like, what changes need to be made in order for me to be empowered and moving in the right direction to achieve this victory, success, and also this stronger spiritual connection. I hope all of that's making sense, Sagittarius. Definitely let me know down below. Hopefully this helped in some way. But if you would like to donate or book a reading with me, you can do so through my link tree, which is down below in the description box. Thank you to everyone who has donated. It's really helped me out a lot. So thank you so much for your support. And until next time, have a blessed day.